Thanks for the happy birthdays, you uber lit cap fam. I love you all.
How y'all doing? I was in another room that entire time, but Snoodle was just running completely rampant, and I was just in a different room entirely, just drinking a Beppis and being nowhere near the computer.
Aether is 100% right.
See, the voice approves.
Looks like Last Deal is getting all festive with their messages. Wonder if they know Christmas is still a few months away.
Oh my god.
Spade Tens You always knows how to give me a good laugh with their creative nicknames. Maybe, Old Gay Man, will stick.
Old Gay Man! Okay, that's the funniest misery. Yes, thank you.
Looks like 𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓𝐮𝐞𝐫 speechless. Can't blame them. My charm leaves many at a loss for words.
𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓𝐮𝐞𝐫. You're Espanol now. Thank you guys so much for the birthday subs. Appreciate it. Thank you, 𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓𝐮𝐞𝐫. Shout out, Nasty Sean. Oh my God, Char! Thank you for the shiny pins. Yay! Stationary. I'm gonna doodle so many fucking lines. Oh, I'm a lord. Oh my god, thank you so much for the 5 gifts. Oh, Stika, I appreciate it, thank you. And thank you for the 5 gift subs, Eisen, you amazing bean. Thank you so much. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Hugs and kisses. Oh shit, hype tray. Skibbity marizzlemus. Look. I'm going to like age in something and a half hours. So I'm enjoying my youth while I can. Oh yeah, Cole. Like, just yeah. I don't have a problem. What are you talking about? Yeah, I really like stationery, and I think it's very cool. And I like shiny notebooks. Maybe I should have been like a bird tuber. No, I don't want to have no stiff bones. No. Thank you. I'm glad you guys have been liking my flesh tubing shenanigans. I'm gonna call it that until I die. It doesn't matter what I do in my life. I'm gonna be like 50 and be like, when I was in my late 20s, early 30s, I was flesh tuber. And they'll be like, what the fuck is a flesh tuber? It's when you're on the YouTube in your flesh. It's like, that's enough internet for you, Grandpa. Oh, thank you for the love, Sean. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh my god. Yes, how's everyone been? How's everyone been? Tell me all the gossip from your lives. I want to know, I need to know for no reason whatsoever apart from painful curiosity. I'm not allowed to have my pills at the moment. I'm getting the snip in a couple of weeks. Which probably, like, made no sense to the vast majority of you. I should probably, like, actually explain that. I am going for a minor, don't worry, it's not, like, life-threatening or anything, but I am going into surgery in a couple of weeks, which is literally why I've been saving like an absolute nutter for, like, the past year. So, like, yeah, I'll be going onto the grand shanking table in a couple of weeks on February 19th. So, I will admit a tiny reason why I've been, I guess, not streaming as often, apart from just, like, being dead, because it's summer in Australia and I'm always a corpse in January and February. You could, like, set your clock to it, like, January, and he's dead. Yeah, so, it's kind of like I didn't want to, like, ramp up and then die again. Fuck all y'all. Aw, thank you for the slut for smut pen. I appreciate it. And dearest Anna, and I promise I will take that to work. Probably. I'll either take it to my work or my dad's. Either way, it's gonna be fucking hilarious. Hey, Sucker, how are you? Welcome, welcome to my gonna be my birthday stream. Oh, yeah, I'm about to evolve into a real adult. That's right, in less than 4 hours, I'm gonna know what a taxes is. Yeah. Thank you in that case, dear Schmooze. I promise to use the slut pen wisely. Hey, look. Alright, so, some of my birthday gifts I have been expressly ordered not to open until my birthday, which, oh my god, is so tedious. Rude. But, my gift from my dad actually came today. What is this hype chest thingy? What? Oh, so they've made it fancy. Nice. Look, technology changes too fast for me, okay? Oh my god, but yeah, so, my gift from my dad came today, and I opened it up, and anyone who's in the Discord would have seen the photo, because I sent the photo as soon as I opened it up. If anyone has ever doubted that I came from a fucking legacy of goblins, I kid you not, my father, my actual, like, father, bought, wrapped, and paid to ship interstate my birthday gift was a roll of toilet paper. That's it. Holy picture of a turd. You're 30. And there was a pair of socks that just had 30 written all over them. Motherfucker. You can tell where I get it from. This bitch, bro, even put it in sparkly blue wrapping paper and stuck a bow on top. This motherfucker went full goblin. Funniest thing I received though. Definitely hilarious. But yeah, so, I'll be shitting on Prezzies this month. Oh, that is definitely one of those should have thought about the statement before I said it. Oh, thank you for the kitty journal, Pino. I appreciate it. Thank you. It's like, this is premium toilet paper. We only use it for #1, and this. I'm so sorry. In my defense, I'm immature for the next 3.5 hours. So, I still don't know what taxes is yet. I'm still in my 20s. I have 3.5 hours of going YOLO, goddammit, and I will enjoy them. Oh! Hey, I'm not old yet. Give me back my wig. Bitch. Oh, thank you, Kika. Ah, rude. I am not a geezer, not yet. But yes. So, the vague plan for tonight. Bold of you to assume that I could make plans in the Australian summer. The only plan I make in an Australian summer is to just die, and die quietly. Thank you for the flower crown. Hi Zaki, how you doing? Welcome. Alright, so the vague plan is general chit chat. We're probably going to fart around, do a variety of different things, and just hang out and be chaotic until midnight. And once I officially turn 30 and I become a crunkle, the plan is to move over into Discord and then, you know, commit crimes over there, I suppose. Bold of you to assume I'm planning for the future. I'm only planning for the now. Oh my god. No, Nix. No. That was not part of the agreement. I didn't agree to water only in my 30s. That was not part of the contract. I may not have read the terms and conditions, but that better not have been in there or I'll cry. Oh my god. Alright. No. Good luck with your chores, Feedall. And hopefully you get them all done sufficiently and faster than I ever could, because I can tell you now that I'm doing the Bujo thing, the bullet journaling, the planning and stuff, I can now see in real time me putting off doing the chores every day. I don't know what's worse. The fact that, like, it's actively got do dishes, do dishes, do dishes, do dishes over and over again, or the fact that I've not done the dishes yet, and that's why it's repeating. This book's evil, man. Aw, thank you, dear Ashberry. I appreciate it. Thank you for the happy birthday. Yep. And a little bit, I've also been like weirdly hyper-focused on on doing the flesh tubing, and yeah, just like, oh my god, there's a YouTube thing that I can do that, like, it's not just complicated enough that I can't be bothered. Because I don't need to do thinking when I'm rambling about stationery. It's literally just like, okay, either here you go, shiny notebook. And I'm like, I'm about to tell you all of the things I like about this notebook. Welcome to my hyperfocus. It's like, damn, motherfucker, you don't need that many notebooks. It's not about need, bitch. It was never about need. Thank you for the hydrate, I appreciate it, thank you. Tonka Tika, thank you for the birthmas balloons. Exactly, Rose, you feel me? Notebooks are necessary. I don't need a house, I need notebooks. Look, they're really shiny, and I'm just like waiting, and one of the notebook places is coming out with a cat bread theme, and like nickel and pan and nickel pan, and it's a cat bread, and it's a cat that's like on a croissant. I want it. Yeah. Hyperfocus, baby. I know, right? It's just like, alright, I've got too many notebooks. I shouldn't buy any more. Are you telling me that's a cat that's also on a croissant? I can eat toast this fortnight. Could you imagine, like, going up to the real estate and being like, hello, sir, I've come to pay my rent. Okay, where's your rent? I've got this shiny notebook that I decided I actually didn't really want, so this is my rent. Fuck you mean this is your rent? It's worth like $50. Fuck you. And then I live on the street forever. Yeah. Oh my god, like, 𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓𝐮𝐞𝐫's going to come out with like one that's got like snakes and swords and fantasy shit on it soon. They haven't given a date, but they've just said 2025, and I'm just like checking it every day because hyperfocus be hyperfocusing, baby. And I'm just like, I want the snake book. Give me the snake book. I want to do doodles in the snake book, please. Please, sir, can I have some more? No. Hi. Yes, dear sir. Yes. I know, sweet. Oh, thank you for the happy birthday. I appreciate it. Can you be my landlord, Isaac? Is there a dragon one? I know there was one, but it sold out like that. I don't know. There's definitely like a snake one coming out. If I see a dragon one, I'll have to like post it in stationery, because like that absolutely would be one I'd lose my shit over too. If any of the places, any of them released a one with like a dragon on a pile of notebooks, I'd go broke immediately. I know it, Lasty. It's a snake book and you can doodle in it. I don't know about like fandom books. Like, I know it's like a bit like trickier in that area. Might have to look into it. Yeah. It's like, I know Mossery does some really pretty shit. I am stupid fussy about the paper quality because I am a wanker. Which limits me to the range of shiny notebooks I can go for. Because it's like, oh, this paper is 150 GSM. I only accept 160 and above because I want it to feel smooth when I smack an alcohol marker on it. Oh, honestly, blank cover notebooks as an artist make me feel like so nervous. Like, it'd be like, oh crap, it's blank, so I need to do an artwork, and then I get there and I get the blank cover down and I get my pen in hand and I'm ready, and then the voice in my back of my mind goes, what if you're gonna make it shit though? No, shush. We gotta come up with, yeah, but what if it's shit though? Then you'll never be able to use the notebook again. That's how I feel about blank cover notebooks. Hi, 𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓𝐮𝐞𝐫, welcome. It's just like with just any old notebook, like that first page, like, I don't know about you guys, but like that first page in a notebook, just flipping it over, and I don't know why, but like if I fuck up the first page, there's just a part of my brain that goes, well, this notebook's trash then. And it's like, obviously it's not, it's fine. You've just, we've fucked up the cover, it's over. Pack it away, send it to the Shadow Realm, it's been tainted. Any other page is fine, but if the cover's fucked up, it just like takes every part of my soul not to just banish it. Yep. Kaneko gets it. He gets it. Page 1's not bin. Or if you fuck up the name page, like you know when you fuck up the name page, you're just like. I'm gonna go cry in a corner now. Hi, Misha. Oh, thank you for the happy birthday. I appreciate it. Thank you. And welcome. Oh. Cole, I wish I had your perseverance. But I am a fucking wanker. So when I do that, you know what happens? No one else can see the rip. But I know it's there. And every time I open it, it's like, you see that slight crumb halfway down the page? That's the crumb of failure. You don't want my brain, it's not worth it. It just was like, I've got 3 copies of the same book, and the first 2, I don't want to throw them out because I haven't used enough of them, but also, they are trash. High five. New book struggle. Honestly, it's like right now, even though like I've got my growing hoard because I don't have a problem. What are you talking about? I think I'm using about 4 or 5 actively at the moment because like a whole lot of my notebooks on my to-do list are still on my to-do list. I've started using like obviously I'm using my daily Bujo thing to keep my ass accountable. It works 50% of the time, but at least the other 50% of the time, I'm aware that I'm not keeping my ass accountable. Maybe the guilt will get me eventually. I'll do the dishes eventually. Awareness is the first step, exactly. Yeah, and so I've got that one. I've got my long-term one, which I mostly just use for, like, my notebook collection. Like, it's just like, oh, I've got a new shiny notebook. Alright, time to cover in a notebook spine. Ah, there are too many colored spines. And there are never too many colored spines. I'm using one for a content planner. And, like, I've kind of just been also using it as like just a spread planner as well at the same time, but like pretty much any content I'm doing I'm just planning in that one, and it's the quirky one. And the reason I've chosen that to be the content planner is I've caught a couple of pages where the dots are misaligned in the middle and it drives me so mad. I'm like, you don't get to go on camera, you get to be banished to the shadow realm, but your cover's too pretty to throw in the bin, so you will be a behind-the-scenes book forever. Think about what you have done with your shit dots. No, my fingers are finally free. It took like 2 days for that ink to get on, because like I filmed it probably 2 days before I posted it, because I had to edit it. And it took like 2 days for the ink to come off my fingers. I look like I'd committed a girly pup murder, I swear. Because it's like in the video as well, I had actually like, you know, kept like the bit where I'm like, oh no, like I was like over the sink like washing my hands and being like, oh shit, it's not coming off, fuck. It is a gorgeous ink though. Like, if pink is your favorite color, that ink will send you feral, because it's like, it's pink but it's got like a really subtle gold sparkle in it. But like when you are clumsy like me and an idiot, it is not idiot proof, let's put it that way. When you were clumsy like me, you stop looking like a brush pen genius and you start looking like a character from Danganronpa. And if you know, you know. I may not have played that game, but I watched the mid-anime. Does that count? Yeah, it's sparkly. Look, Nix. Yes, I did. Like, quite literally, like, when I was doing that video, like, I didn't rearrange any of the shots. Like, I was half tempted to take the bookmark bit and put it in the right spot, and it was like, nah, let's be honest with myself. Yeah, I did, like, I was like, yeah, I'll test this later. And it wasn't until I was, like, almost done that I was like, oh, yeah, goodbye, da-da-da. Oh, shit, yeah, I've got a bookmark. I should probably test that. No. Oh, brother, Fido, how the hell have you not been that? Sentimental value? I'll admit, if I got vom on a notebook, I don't give a shit how much it cost me. Shadow Realm. Oh my god. So yeah, it's like I've got my long-term one. I've got my brainstorming one, which is just random shit. And I'm also using my language book now. I have changed it like 3 times, and I've settled on like a pretty notebook therapy one, because it's all fancy and green and it just suits the vibe. And yeah, so I've actually been practicing Japanese, mostly just revising what I already knew at this point. So I haven't got much fresh knowledge, but like, yeah, maybe I'll actually, you know, download something into my brain, maybe. Hi Nova, and thank you for the happy birthday. I appreciate it. You know what? Hey, if it's still usable, it's still usable. Cut out the shit bit, call it a day, eh? I mean, yep, there you go. Yep, cut out the shit bit, call it a day. And I guess I've also got like a Temu notebook that I treat as like scrap paper. For those who like want to get into bujoing and they want like not a complete shit book, but they're also POV, there are a couple of books on Temu that actually are decent. Like, it's very specific ones. Like, you've got to be quite specific in what you search for. Like, make sure that you are searching for dot grid 160 GSM notebook. And I've noticed like the ones with like the little animal decals on it actually aren't too bad. Like the camera quality is fine, but like the way that like the worst part is you can't really tell on the listing because it's, you know, Temu bullshit. But if it arrives in a white buke box or bouquet, I'm not sure, then it's a good one. If it doesn't arrive in a bouquet box, you got the equivalent of a 3-star on a Genshin gacha. You got garbage. And they're usually only about like $16 each. Aussie bucks too. This is Aussie bucks. So they probably like, I'd assume like $10 USD or something. So that's not too bad. Oh, that's a bit too macabre to be talking about in Twitch chat, darling. There we go. Oh, let's not go too deep into the world of macabre. Just because, you know, we are 16 plus, darling. But still, that sounds quite terrible. And I hope you're alright. It's okay, Rose. Same. But yeah, I think apart from, like, living in the absolute, like, shiny notebook pool of Hee Hee Land, what else have I been doing? I have been, like, low-key hyper-focusing on this story that I've been reading, and because I read fast, I have caught up, and I'm now being like, I have to wait for updates like a normal person. The story is called The Third Wheel Strikes Back, and it is really, really good. It's kind of like a twist on the standard shoujo isekai trope. So, for those familiar with shoujo isekai stories, usually it is a female character, isekais into generally like a Western noble fantasy style world, that usually is like magic flavored. And, you know, female character, hot man character, romance, get together, she saves the world, standard stuff. That's your standard shoujo isekai trope. The third wheel strikes back is the main character isekais into a world which follows that specific trope, which is a really weird way of saying the main character Jesse, he's the most wholesome man in existence, like the most wholesome man in existence. He isekais into the second male lead of a shoujo isekai story, and basically he goes in and he's like, he's never read the book himself, but his little sister read it, and so he kind of knows enough about it, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna die if I get tangled up with the male lead and the female lead, so I'm just gonna cheer them on, and I don't want anything to do with them. So that's his goal. Fails, but that's his goal. He doesn't want anything to do with the male and female lead, he's just gonna be wholesome and hang out with his red pandas. He has pet red pandas, and they're so fucking cute. He's gonna hang out with his pet red pandas, and he's gonna be wholesome and adorable, and he's gonna live life and eating all of the delicious nibbles and just not dealing with the shit. Well, he is such a wholesome, adorable, pure, beautiful man. I shit you not. Not only does the story pivot in a way that, like, the main couple end up, like, not getting engaged just because some bullshit happens that, like, you'd understand when you read it, because I don't want to spoil everything. But basically, TLDR, Third Wheel Strikes Back is about main character isekais into a shoujo isekai world, decides, I'm gonna stay away from the main couple, otherwise I'm gonna get murdered, and just because of the power of he's so fucking wholesome, the male lead and the female lead both fall in love with him. It's gay! And it's great! And it actually has OT3 vibes. Like, unironically, it's got poly vibes. Which is... I was like, oh my god, this is amazing! Like, the male and female lead are actively competing against each other because they both want the wholesome Jesse, because he's the cutest man. Third Wheel Strikes Back, yeah. And it's a manhwa as well. The manhwa's at about like 70 chapters, and like when I say the male lead is like really gone on Jesse, I mean bro is gone, but he's also like a tsundere asshole, so like that's why it's such a long story. And like, yeah, deadass. They are both really into Jesse, and at one point, which is the point where I was like, holy shit, are we going down the OT3 angle? Is the male lead and the female lead both actually make an agreement with each other to basically share Jesse. They are both willing to compromise so they can both date the wholesome boy. Of course, the wholesome boy was basically like, what the fuck, bro? While also going r/whoosh about the romance thing, because bro is kind of oblivious, because he's that kind of wholesome. But yeah, so like it actually has gay poly vibes, and unironically, okay, Cedric, he is a dick. he's a dick. He is a dick. Like, I'm not gonna lie, he's a dick, but he's a wholesome dick in that like he is 100% the tsundere type. He's, you know, crown prince, tsundere type. Kind of has a bit of an ego going on there. Never says what he means, but he always shows how he shows how he really feels through his actions. The thing is, Jesse's a little bit r/whoosh. He's a little bit oblivious. He is very focused in on, this is a story, I'm in a novel world, these two have to get together for a happy ending. I can tell you now, the male lead and the female lead look at each other like turds on the bottom of a shoe. They are not into each other at all. They get along just because they like Jesse. And that is it. And it's really funny whenever Jesse's like, man, Cedric and Christelle, because Christelle's the female lead's name. Man, Cedric and Christelle, they're like an OTP. They're perfect together. Everyone else, including the two, basically go, the fuck? Ugh. Really? Damn. They hate each other. Alright. Good luck pursuing that one. Like, and Chris is incredibly badass. She's amazing. She's kind of like the boisterous, very like the boisterous social type. She's very friendly, classic, you know, protagonist vibes. And she's also a badass knight. So, you know, she's kick-ass as well. And there are so many moments when both characters like cradle Jessie in their arms, and it's so wholesome. And when you read the manhwa, you really get the vibe. Oh yeah, absolutely. Like she's both like she's kind of that adorable kind of hot, in that like the first impression is, oh, she's adorable, and then she kicks your ass, and you're like, okay, that's kind of hot. Okay, that's it. Like, but like, just saying, the queen, damn. Like Cedric's mom, holy shit. If I was like 20 years older, mommy. She is badass. Holy shit, she is badass. Like, oh, let me see if I can actually like get some pictures. Wait. Alright, let me get some pictures up. There we go. What's a good one? What's a good one that shows the three of them? Alright. Come on, Google it. Hurry the fuck up. Alright, what about this one? Okay, this one's fine. Alright, so I'll save that so then I can show it on stream. Downloads. On a WebP file? Who the fuck wants a WebP file? Alright, there we go. Screenshot. Alright, then now I can save this. Alright, now let me just... image. Alright, no. And... okay, alright. This... there we go, okay. This here, this... alright, let me bring it a bit louder. This is the Third Wheel Strikes Back. These are the main characters. So, Jessie is the really wholesome blonde one. And see, she has his red panda. Cedric is the black-haired guy, and Chris is the pink-haired girl. And yeah, Jessie is the cutest. He is the most wholesomest boy in existence. Like, damn. He is so damn wholesome. Oh yeah, this is By Panic the story. Are you kidding? Let me see if I can like find another one. Okay, so alright, so screenshot that. So this one that I'm gonna show you guys next is I'll change that image to this. Alright, so this is the cover of the novel. So let me make it a bit bigger. Alright. So this here is the, I'm gonna cover my face for a bit, but this is the cover of the novel. Look at them. Look how cool they are. You got wholesome Jessie with the red panda, and the red panda's name is Demi, and is really cute, and it feeds it nibbles. And he's always with, bro's basically a Disney princess. Oh my god, he's got so many animals that just love him. And yeah, so that's Jessie there, and then we got Cedric over here, and we got Chris over here, and it's just freaking badass, man. Like, oh, just you've got to just please. It is so good. It is so good. Like, Nix is like, that's a good whammon. And thank you for the love, Zina. I appreciate it. Thank you for the happy birthday, girl. I appreciate it. Thank you. Not really. It's like the manhwa's over on Webtoon, but the novel is on a scan later site. I don't want to go as, like, it's not really a shady website because it isn't actually an official English translation. But I'll share the Scanlation site. So there we go. And yeah, so that's the novel link, whereas you can find the manhwa over on Webtoon. And just, oh my god, like, it's just so damn cute. Like, oh, I need to find like some of the scenes of Jesse and Cedric. Oh my god, like, Cedric is so gay for this boy. And it is blatant, and like, when you read the novel, because it's like, it's a different experience for both. So when you read the manhwa, like, Cedric is so gay for Jesse, it's really obvious. Bro falls hard, and he stays there. Same for Chris, it's the same on both. Let's be honest, it feels more like Cedric had a gay awakening. Because he's like, he clearly goes, I like this one, and he shows no interest in anyone else from that point. So, like, yeah, he is so gay for Jesse. And Chris is just 100% for him as well, because he's the most wholesomest cinnamon roll in the universe. So when you read the manhwa, it is, like, really obvious that Cedric likes him. Like, really, really obvious. When you read the novel, it's also really obvious that Cedric likes him. And it's also really obvious that Jesse is clueless about the fact of how gay he is. Like, oh my god, like, they're just like, there are some excerpts that I've got to read because of how, like, gay they sound. Alright. Wait, alright. Okay, so let me open this in my browser so I can read it properly and I'm not, like, breaking my neck. Okay, so, this here is an excerpt. This is in Jesse's point of view. Now, keep in mind, Jesse is the kind of character who will think gay thoughts and not realize he's thinking gay thoughts. He doesn't even click to his own thought process. It's just so beautifully painful. Alright, so so I'll read a couple of excerpts to really point out how gone this boy is without even realizing he is gone. His great physique, he's talking about Cedric, by the way. His great physique looked even bigger than usual because we were in a small place. Imperial Prince Cedric had a towel around his neck and was holding a shirt in his hand as he stood in front of us with water dripping from his hair. My jaws dropped in shock. Why did you come without a shirt? Is that really a human's body? Your Highness, you said your thoughts out loud, Christelle pointed out for me. The Imperial Prince squinted his orange-colored eyes. Only then did I close my mouth and shake my head. The thought that maybe 𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓, the novel, was not for all audiences and was actually rated for those 15 and older filled my mind. Does that sound like the thoughts of a straight man to you? Just saying, when a hot dude walks out of the shower, a straight dude doesn't just jaw drop like, damn, son. Okay. Alright, so here's another one. Christelle, who was seated in a corner, was eating popcorn with the villagers, and on the other side, boom, crack, a handsome black-haired man who had undone 3 of his shirt buttons was chopping firewood. I gasped like the clucking chickens and moved away from the window. That! Hey, this is not rated 15 plus. He is the only one focusing on it. And here's another random excerpt. Just these excerpts are going so gay. Oh my god. So, to give some context, in this scene, Cedric had dyed his hair pink to kind of blend in with the crowd. His beautiful pink hair slowly fluttered in the wind. I felt as if I could hear sha-la-la in the background. Only David, his attendant, who was standing behind him, looked touched while Benjamin and Ganael were whispering to each other as if they had seen a ghost. As for me, "Do you have something to say?" he asked in an angry voice. "No, Your Royal Highness." Did I expect too much? Honestly, it's not funny at all that I'm disappointed. Whether it was pink or black, he was so overwhelmingly handsome that it didn't matter. That's so fucking gay, son! The amount of time... Like, this is my favorite quote. because of how ridiculous it is. It is a single line, and this line reads, "His handsome brows finally relaxed, and his breathing became calm. I'm sorry, but if you think someone else has handsome eyebrows, you need to have some introspection time. If you're at the point that you think someone is so handsome, they have handsome eyebrows, boy, them's not straight thoughts. Rest to alcohol, sweet dreams." Oh my god, like... Yeah, I've got the pink hair now. Yeah, like, the sheer difference in the novel between Jesse describing Chris and Jesse describing Cedric is really funny. You can tell that, like, as the story progresses, Jesse and Chris become really close emotionally. However, when Chris walks into the room, Jesse describes it as Chris walks into the room. She's got a bubbly smile on her face. It's really lovely to see her. When Cedric walks into the room, the most handsome man in the universe enters. Like it's night and fucking day. He's like dropping handsome as a descriptor for Cedric at least once every 2 chapters. There's like a bit like, wow, that guy's handsome, but not as handsome as Cedric, the most handsome man in the kingdom. Like, calm the fuck down. God damn, you're meant to be a priest, bitch. So, since AO3 is going to be down, perhaps give this one a read instead. It's gay. Trust me, it is a slow burn. It is a slow burn because it is a classic case of tsundere times oblivious. And those slow burns take a while to resolve. But, it's getting there. And, like, Cedric does some of the sweetest shit for Jesse. Even though he says some of the stupidest shit to Jesse. But, like, I'm pretty sure, like, there's one scene early on where Jesse, like, where Cedric gives Jesse a box of tea. Like, a small box of tea as, like, you know, tsundere thank you. And Jesse is wholesome. He is 100% a sharing, as caring type. He very much feels he's a spread the love type. He is a heart of gold and he'll help every single person. He's just the wholesomest wholesome ever. So he takes the tea and he shares it amongst all of his servants because he wants everyone to have some. But Cedric is a salty little bitch. So Cedric hears about this and hears about him sharing out the tea he gave him. So what he does is he buys tea for all of Jesse's servants, so Jesse stops sharing the tea he gave him as a gift. This is the shit that Cedric does. It's called The Third Wheel Strikes Back. That's the kind of pairing we're looking at. Also, just to really add on to it, because, you know, gotta add on the fruit, am I right? The palace that Jesse is staying in is called the Juliet Palace, and the palace that Cedric is staying in is called the Romero Palace. Oh yeah. It's one of the gayest damn novels I've read in a long time. But it is good. And it's well written in a way that, like, whether it ends up with just Cedric and Jesse, or Cedric, Jesse, and Chris as an OT3, I do not care. Both would be amazing endings. If anything, I'd just be mad if Chris got the shit end of the stick, because Chris is just really cool. Like, Chris is just one of those people who's just, like, a joy to be around. She's got that kind of energy to her. Cedric sucks the joy out of everything. He's a shit. But he's also a simp, and that's why we can't hate him. Oh my god. And like there are so many other amazing characters, but like yeah, if you want some beautiful nom 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 fruity vibes, but slow burn fruity vibes, definitely would recommend The Third Wheel Strikes Back. And I will give them an absolute credit to it as well. It's one of the few stories I've ever read where miscommunication is done right because of the characters that they are. Miscommunication is usually one of the most bloody frustrating tropes out there because you just want to be like, talk! But Cedric and Jesse are two characters that you can understand why they don't talk. Cedric has a stick up his ass. And from Jesse's point of view, yeah, it would be a bit hard to explain that you got isekai'd into an isekai novel and you kind of know the future, but not really. So you can kind of understand why he doesn't talk, and it would be hard for him to explain why he wants the other two to get together, because it would sound like weird shit. So it's like, you can understand why they don't talk, but also at the same time, you're just like, Cedric, stop being a tsundere for 2 fucking seconds. Please, please, stop it. Foot meets handsome mouth. Hi, Ace. I'm glad to hear you survived work, and welcome, welcome. The best way I can really put it, Nix, is Third Wheel Strikes Back is the yang to greatest estate developers yin. Also, Jesse is 28, so he's one of those rare, like, late 20s pro tags. So for my fellow ancient boomers here, if you're like sick of reading about teenagers, this is like a nice breath of fresh air. They are all adults in this one. Like, even like Chris, who's like isekai'd into a 19-year-old, is in her, like, her actual isekai self is 30. So it's actually like not about like 3 teenagers being shit. It's about a 28-year-old tsundere 25-year-old and a 30-year-old in a 19-year-old's body. Because isekai bullshit. Oh. And also red pandas. Just come on, red pandas. Come on. Do I need to say anything else? He has 3. He has 3 red pandas, and he also gets a little bird, and then eventually he gets a seal, and he even befriends a fucking deer. Bro's like a Disney princess. He is so pure. I know, right? Red pandas are so cute. I'd want to hug a red panda, but I feel like I'd get punched in the face by it. Oh yeah, like, the amount of scenes in the novel is just Jesse playing with the red pandas is too cute. Too cute. He is 100% a panda dad. Like, he is an animal dad. Like, he is 100% an animal dad. I don't know. Do they? I guess they'd scratch. Probably makes a bit more sense. Oh yeah, trust me. Anyone who hurts Jesse deserves to die. I don't make the rules. But I will enforce them. He is too good to exist, goddammit. He's the goodest of good. He's a good boy. Anyone who hurts the good boy can fuck off. I'll sick Lloyd on him. Which is a fate worse than death. Yeah, meanwhile, in the world of greatest estate developer, it has gotten gloriously weird once again. Oh, Lloyd. You will always have a very confused place in my heart. Jesse Progression Squad. Hey, man. Oh, no. Oh, no, Ace. Yeah. Huh. Like it's isekai to 21. Okay, that's adorable. That's adorable. Honestly, feel free to put it in like manhwa or manga recommendations, or what do you even call the channel, actually? That's a good question. What is it again? Comics! Stick the recommendation in comics. I should probably actually, like, put the manhwa link in comics. Have I already put it in comics? I might have. It feels like something I would have done. I mean, there's definitely wholesome Jesse pictures I put in there. Because Jesse is boo-boo. Alright, I'm gonna like post the link in there again anyway. Because it's goodness and the best sauce. Alright, there we go. I think the manhwa's up to 69 or 70 chapters now. Like, it's quite deep in. Yeah. Oh my god, Isaac. You're just like, oh man, this is amazing. I loved it. Fucking Lloyd. Ugh. Yeah, just Lloyd just standing there, giving them the face. It's like, ah, yep. Nope. It's like, what am I willing to put up with today? Not fucking this. Alright. Oh my god, the Bevis cat doodle. I just saw that. I think Seraphim tagged me in the Discord. Okay, that's funny. That's great. Of course. Get Lloyded, boy. Oh god, not the T-pose. Oh, that'd be horrific. That'd be horrific, that would. Oh my god. Alright. Doing big thinkings. Oh. What do? Hi, Blood. How are you? Welcome. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. There's a couple of things we could potentially do. Oh, did a Hello Kitty game come out? Cool. Lloyd loves you. He stares at you in your sleep. Look, Lloyd is bad cop. Jesse is good cop. No, Jesse is cheering squad. He'd never be cop. What else am I doing? I've also been working on my novel draft lately as well. I'm nearly at 800 scenes. It's a thick boy. I always knew it was gonna be a fat one, but damn. The deeper I get into writing this first draft, the more I'm like, yeah, nope, it probably was a good call to not keep making it a webcomic. I think I would be slaving on that story till I died. Yeah, I'm writing a novel at the moment. Right now, there are 3 poor fuckers who are on beta duty for the first shit draft. I have written 1 chapter that's like actual prose, and if you guys would like, I can read that to you. But I've put a pause on the, I guess, prose writing, the proper writing, until I finish the story synopsis. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish the scene plotting, and then I'll do a beta reader call, like a proper beta reader call, because I don't mind sharing a little bit because there's like a shitload. Where are my whip updates? Yeah. Oh shit, that file is almost a megabyte. Damn. This is fair. That's 300 pages of shit synopsis. But like when I'm saying like the shit synopsis, so the 3 people who are suffering the shit synopsis is 𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓, Ghosty, and Peony. And it's just because they happen to be the ones who were, well, suffering at the time that I was like, hey, I need someone to read my shit synopsis. And 𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓 got auto rights because 𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓 will always be able to have the clout of he was the first one ever interested in this story. because I started the first version of this when I was 19. But yeah, so like the shit synopsis kind of runs out like this. So like for example, the group, 7 backpacker friends, discover an ancient Roman ritual site while hiking in Italy and decide to look around. Jake, feeling a little uncomfortable trespassing on a historical site, elects to stay behind and mine everyone's belongings while they explore. End scene. So like that's how the shit synopsis is going. It's just kind of a couple of paragraphs, or a paragraph to a paragraph, summarize the scene, next. Summarize the screen, next. Summarize the scene, next. That's the shit synopsis. Let me pull up 𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓𝐮𝐞𝐫, and I can read you guys the first proper draft of chapter 1, because I didn't want to go further than chapter 1, just because I might change stuff around. Though I am starting to get far enough in the story now that a lot of the early story is pretty locked in. You absolutely should make a webcomic, honestly. Like, this is a story that started off as a webcomic, and then I realized the story itself was way too big. And then I tried to reboot it too many times because I was young and stupid. And then I put it on pause for 4 years because I didn't want to look at it. And then I turned around last year being like, I kind of want to finish it. And I was like, well, I'm going to be at least smart and do it as a novel, and then it won't take me as long. And the more I write this as a novel, the more I'm realizing, Jesus, fuck, I'm so glad I didn't do this as a webcomic first, fuck. Alright. Okay, so... Alrighty, let me get it. Not that one. This one. Okay, so. Would you guys like me to read you the first draft? So, like, this might get fixed up. This is not perfect, be warned. This is the first draft of prose for the first chapter. It's the only one I've actually written in, because I just wanted to get a feel for the pacing of the story. Because I'm very much a planner first. Because if I went into this thing blind again, I would die, because there's too many moving pieces. World building, bro. Okay, alright. Wait. There we go. Some things need the book. So far, the working title is the Gehenna Project. That's what I've been calling it. Might stay that name, might change it. That's a future me problem. Alright. I'm telling you, we really shouldn't be up here. A male voice cries from amongst the trees, footsteps crushing the autumnal leaves as he chases after his friends. We're supposed to stick to the path. Jack laughs, eyes twinkling behind his glasses as he helps Anna up the ledge behind him. Come on, man, I'm serious. Luke's got a point, Jack, interjects a softer voice, Alan smiling a crooked smile as he waits atop the next rocky mountain step. This is technically trespassing. The sigh Jack emits would be enough to make a bird's eyes roll. If Emily telling him to get off, make a bird roll its eyes. If Emily telling him to get off of her and keep walking was any measure. Alan smiles and shakes his head, allowing Blake and Jennifer to both pull him up over the final ledge. Trespassing, schmespassing. Aren't hikers supposed to climb mountains? Jack asks, his curly platinum hair whipping back and forth in the wind. Besides, who'd want to stick to the beaten path when we could be exploring this? Arms spread wide, Jack jogs to the front of the group to present them with... ruins. Old stone cobbled together to make half-crumbled pillars and bits and pieces of what used to be walls and floors. Alan approaches the pillar closest to the front of the group and runs his fingers along the bumps and grooves of what was probably an inspirational quote once upon a time. Ritual... something, he murmurs to himself, eyes narrowed in on the old Latin text carved into the stone. The rest is intelligible. No way! Luke protests from the back of the group, his strong arms held up in what has to be the universal signal for absolutely not. I am not going in there. Emily scoffs. Suit yourself, she snarks, tossing her hiking pack against the mountain wall and confidently stepping into the ruin. You can mind the bags then. Anna Blake, Jack and Jennifer follow suit, dumping their bags on the pile as they make their way into the old archway of the ruin itself. Alan places his bag against the rest and shares a bemused smile with the ginger man already settling in for another day guarding the bags. Best make sure they don't break anything, Luke says, gesturing with his head towards Jack, already running around with what looks like a stone tablet of sorts. Oh shit! That was close! Alan sighs and pinches his brow, the sound of Emily telling Jack off for being an idiot echoing throughout the ruins behind him. I'll be back, he replies after a long beat, eliciting an amused laugh from Luke as he finally turns on his heel and enters the ruins behind the rest of his friends. Could you please put that down? No, Jack, I'm serious, it's not a toy! But Mom, Jack! End of the first scene. Would you like me to keep reading? Hi, Kit Kat. Oh, thank you for the happy birthday. I appreciate it. Thank you. Mwah. Hi, Q. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, so to give some context for those who just join in, I'm reading the first draft of the novel I'm working on. It's still in the scene plotting phase, but yeah, this is the first draft. So it's a decent chapter because I just wrote the first chapter to get a feel of the pace. Alright. Next scene. For a room found deep in the heart of the cold, imposing imperial palace, the sacred spring was warm. Thin streams of water trickled into pools, which trickled into slightly bigger pools, which trickled into the biggest pools surrounding the room like a U-shaped moat. An old ornate ring of stone decorated the center of the room, and the floor was gorgeously patterned in the style of the summoning circles of old. Beyond the circles lies an altar, and in the heart of the altar sat the soul stone. I'd like to be alone. The clergymen scattered throughout the room are quick to exit through the door, closing it behind them with a satisfying echo. Godian finds himself letting out a sigh of relief. Finally, some peace. He steps into the circle and begins placing an array of candles and herbs along the room. If he's going to use the gods to escape the hustle and bustle of his daily life, the least he can do is offer them tribute as thanks. He snorts to himself, lighting the blue flames of the first candle. His father must think him a model prince for how often he comes here to visit the gods. End scene. Next scene. With a deep sigh, Alan takes the stone tablet in hand and lightly dusts it off, angling it under the afternoon sun to get a better read of the Latin text carved into it. He narrows his eyes and dusts it a little more, moving into a more open area to get a better view. What's it say? Anna, his younger sister, asks. She adjusts the small brown bag slung across her chest as she joins him by his side. Alan frowns. Oh, well, there's some text missing, but it looks like a set of instructions for some kind of ritual, I presume. He replies, angling the tablet to show her the text. He smiles as her face screws up in concentration, as if to read it despite knowing barely a phrase in the ancient language itself. A ritual? Jack asked, bounding over with a wide grin. What kind? Not sure. Alan hums, gingerly flipping the tablet upside down for a moment, before turning it back around, the lack of text on the backside almost stunned Oilman. If there was a title on the tablet, it's certainly lost the time now. Even the instructions are incomplete. See here? He runs his finger across the last line of carved text, leading directly into the tablet's crumbling edge. Locere verba et introite. Speak the words and enter the blank, I suppose. He continues with a light shrug, passing the tablet over to Jennifer so she can have a look at it as well. Room, door, marriage, magic portal. Yeah, that'd be something for the professionals to decide. Whoa! The ground softly rumbles between their feet, dust shaking free from the ruined stone pillars around them as what can only be described as a mild earthquake briefly shakes the world around them. Jack lets out a surprised shout as he trips over his feet and stumbles right into Emily, who instinctively pushes him away and into the briefly shaking stone of one of the walls. The earth stills. The shaking stops. Alan's eyes dart to Anna, her expression wide-eyed as she apologizes to Blake for instinctively clinging onto him the second the shaking started. She's okay. He sighs in relief.
You guys alright in there?
Luke calls from beyond the ruin site, standing next to the bags with a worried expression on his face.
Yep, all good.
Jack calls out from his newfound position, sitting on the ground, his long limbs sprawled akimbo in every direction. Nothing like a little rumble to shake things up, eh? He laughs and the tension snaps with a myriad of groans ranging from mild to genuinely pained, echoing throughout the site. Alan sees Luke roll his eyes and sit back down next to the bags, hiding an amused smile behind a dismissive wave at the group as he goes back to scrolling on his phone. Alan sighs and shakes his head with a light smile of his own, accepting the tablet back from Jennifer with a polite thank you before sitting himself down in the center of the room to give it a safer, no, better read. Next scene. Candles lit and offering in place, 𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓 finally sits himself down into the center of the prayer circle, clasps his hands together, closes his eyes and just prays. He prays for a lot of things. World peace, for his little sister to stop kicking him in the shins every time Holy Father Fowlin turns his back during communion, for the Great War to finally end so that the people of Ira can finally stop shooting each other and actually get along for a change. The nations don't need to reunite under one banner or anything like that, but they just need to sign peace treaties with each other and preferably stop trying to blow everyone else up. 𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓 frowns and takes a deep breath. Starts again. He prays for the palace chef to get a bonus this year, so he can spend it on his kids. Oh, and the butler too, and the main staff. Actually, he prays for everyone to get a big bonus this year because his father is obnoxiously stingy, and maybe if he didn't stop spending so much money on stupid guns and spent more on his people, then maybe everyone wouldn't be convinced that Tryons are nothing but a legion of ancient stupid jerks who require multi-generational long wars just to try and reason with them. Nope. Bad thoughts. 𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓 groans and flops onto his back, staring up at the intricately patterned, gorgeously crafted ceiling above. The sound of running water in the background gently caresses his ears as his breathing slowly returns to normal. He appreciates the gods. He really does. Even if they don't appreciate him. No, they do. He knows they do. He does. He just... he doesn't know. His temple throbs lightly and he sits back up, closing his eyes again and resuming position. He tries to pray for simple things this time, because there's at least a chance that they'll come true. Next scene. Here, Emily says, passing Alan a second tablet-like piece of rubble as he places the first one on the ground beside him. Read this one. Aloud? What's it say? Jack grins, jogging over, holding what looks like some kind of... pot? No, wait, don't tell me. It's an ancient demon summoning ritual, isn't it? Ah! He arcs his arms up in the air and continues in a ridiculous voice. Summonus! The Demonus! Ow! Alan gently brushes away the thin layer of dirt still covering the stone tablet and runs his finger along the old text. Contractum accipibus. He frowns. We accept the contract. The ground suddenly begins to shake. Stone dust rapidly taking over the ruin, and the pillars shake and start to fall. Alan is quick to throw aside the tablet, scrambling to his feet to grab his sister, to grab his friends as the ruins begin to fill with panicked shouts and screams. A deep, visceral rumble shakes the earth as roots snap, ceramic shatters, stone crumbles, and dirt shifts. Anna! Anna! Alan shouts, stumbling into Jennifer as the shaking intensifies, coughing something fierce into his elbow as stone dust fills his nose, his mouth, his eyes, Anna screams. Alan shouts back, reaching out in her direction as his free hand pierces the dust. He sees her reach back. She's right there! Remember those old cartoons with the coyote chasing the bird? Or the hunter chasing the rabbit? They'd run all over the forest, the winding roads, getting up to various shenanigans until one of them almost always inevitably running off the side of some kind of ledge or cliff. Alan always thought it was funny how they'd float in midair until they looked down, almost like denial itself could combat the inevitability of gravity as a whole. Shame real life doesn't work like that. One moment he could feel the tips of their fingers finally touch. She was right there. And the next, ground opened up and swallowed them whole. Next scene. Yep, nope. 𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓 sits up and sanctimoniously resists the urge to bury his face into the nearest lit candle to put himself out of his misery. This isn't working. He sigh groans and drags himself to his feet, stretching his arms high up into the air before leaning back down to try and touch his shoes. Backs were not invented for the prayer position, no matter how much Holy Father 𝐕𝐲𝐿𝐼𝐴 insists otherwise. He turns back to the small figure sat atop the altar and offers it a respectful bow, one hand over his heart to represent the Holy Lady, and the other against his forehead to represent the Holy Lord. He resists the urge to smirk, and they say he doesn't listen. A soft rumble softly shakes the room. The figure sways back and forth once or twice before returning to stillness. Someone knocks on the door and asks if he's okay. He blinks. What? He clears his throat and gives his head a light shake. I'm alright. It's okay. Are you certain? Yeah, I'm certain. He calls back, glancing towards the door with a straightened spine. Are we under attack? There's some indistinguishable chatter from beyond the door, before the other cleric volunteers to go and check. The first one promises to keep a lookout in the meantime, leaving him be. 𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓 sighs, shaking his head as he's overtaken with a mixed sense of something and the thought of whatever's going on out there. He only hopes it's nothing serious. The thought of something like the border incident happening again is a bit not good. A flicker of light happens out of the corner of his eye. He turns around, brows already furrowed, because what in the land of our Lord and Lady could possibly cause? He blinks. What? Buried in the heart of the small figure sat atop the altar is what Holy Father 𝐕𝐲𝐿𝐼𝐴 once referred to as a soul stone. It's a small hand-sized opalite-like gem that is best known for not glowing. What in the seven? Why is it glowing? It shouldn't be glowing. It's glowing! 𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓 bolts over to the altar, holds hands awkward hovering over the bloody glowing figure with the soul stone in it, because what in the seven is he going to do? What you do? The stone begins to spark and 𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓 makes an incredibly dignified and masculine noise as if, oh God, it's sparkling again! Oh, he really needs to back away. No, he can't just leave it. He's got to do something, anything. Holy Father 𝐕𝐲𝐿𝐼𝐴 is going to drown him in scriptures until he dies for this. No, worse. He's going in the scriptures until his father dies, because his father is basically immortal, which means he's going to drown him in scriptures for literally eternity. His penance for he doesn't know, breaking the stone or something. Light begins emitting from the stone. Shoot above it in 1, 2, 4, 10. It's doing something. It's building something. This is bad. He can't let it keep doing something. He panics. Future 𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓 will deny it until the troops march home, but he panics. 𝐸𝐿𝐼 says he gets stupid when he panics. He can picture her in the back of his head right now, telling him that he gets stupid when he panics, that he needs to learn how to stop, breathe, and stop turning stupid when he panics. But alas, she is not here right now, and 𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓 is. And when the thing it's building starts looking suspiciously like some kind of ominous portal thing that sets off every alarm bell in the back of the prince's mind telling him it's time to panic, he might have slapped the statue onto the ground and broke it. And by might, he definitely slapped the statue onto the ground and broke it, flinging the glowing stone into one of the shallow water features lining the sanctuary walls. The stone is still doing its not good thing, so he swiftly splashes across the shallow pool dividing the path from the walls, snatches the stone out from its landing spot, and just smacks it multiple times against the stone, basically the water feature, until it stops whatever it's doing and goes back to normal. Kind of. If he ignores the fact it's now got a huge crack running up the middle, multiple scuffs, and even a few dents from where parts of the stone had chipped off mid-smacking. He gulps. He glances back at the broken idol now lying on the floor beside the altar. He winces. He slips the broken stone into one of his pockets as he tries to think of what he could possibly do to not drown in scriptures for eternity. Holy Father 𝐕𝐲𝐿𝐼𝐴 once told him that if anyone desecrated the holy idol, they would have the honor of an unnamed, ominous-sounding, severe punishment. Gordian gulps, a bead of sweat trailing down past his brow. Yep, he's doomed. And that's the end of the first chapter. Yeah, so that is all I have like written in prose so far. Everything else is shit paragraphs. But yeah. So what do you guys think? That's the vibe of the story. Obviously, our main casts are Gordian and the other lot. So yeah, hopefully that made sense. Yay. Hi Rin, how are you? Welcome, and thank you for the happy birthday, I appreciate it. Sorry that I haven't been replying, by the way. I was reading out my first chapter that I wrote. So that was the thing that I wrote. I hope it wasn't too bad. Don't usually share my writing online, so it's like, you're seeing my knickers. But yeah, I'm currently dividing the story up into acts. At the moment, it's divided into 5 acts, though I may combine acts 1 and 2 together because there's fuck all in them. But yeah, and without getting into spoiler territory, the premise is the humans get split up into 3 groups, and they go down 3 very different paths, and the goal, of course, is to reunite and go home. And Gordian's a bit of a smooth brain. Thank you. I'm glad you guys liked it. Hey, I might do. I'm like nearly at scene 800. I've got space. I've hit a point where I'm like, what's the next step I should take? Oh god. Because it's like right now I'm in what the me of today is calling the final act of what I'm going to write up to. Because it's like I have already decided, I suppose, the ending of the story, quote unquote. Like I know where it's going. And I know in the ending scene it's gonna act more like a pivot point. But I am pausing there, otherwise I will never stop doing the scene draft. The story 2's for Gehenna Project 2. That's a future me problem. So it's like, I even know where a book 2 would go, but like I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole right now. Hey, to be fair though, Peony, this is the furthest I've ever gotten in this story. But yeah, so right now in the story, there's been 1 confirmed reuniting, and the 2nd is coming up. And we're kind of entering that final arc. So like, hopefully in the next couple of months, I will be finished the scene draft, because I'm kind of pants writing, so I'm just like running with the wind. And once I finish the scene draft, I'm going to run through and do a 2nd draft, and it will be a lot faster doing the 2nd draft, because it's basically taking the scene draft and just restructuring it so it makes... There are some bits that kind of went to shit that I retconned in it, so like kind of making it make sense in Scrivener, and then I'm going to go in and actually start doing the proper first drafts, and all of the chapters will probably be as long as about that I read out. Otherwise there'll be 10 million trillion gazillion chapters. This is 100% a light novel, because like every other light novel, it's fat as fuck. So my plan, and this is this is just the general plan at the moment because I'm like trying to take my time writing it so I don't like rush anything. Because there's nothing worse than reading a book and like it fails on the finale. Like, bitch, it has to stick the landing. Otherwise, what was the point? Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. So what I'm going to be doing is once I finish the second draft or second scene draft, I'm going to do a beta reader call because I cannot. I am well aware that it is a very risky endeavor to go without a beta if you have the option. So I will do a beta call once I'm actually in the prose writing stage properly. But what I just read out just now, that is kind of a taste of, that is my writing style. That is just quite literally my writing style. So that's how it's gonna read, basically. What is it like? Oh, how do you say it technically? It's like first person, limited perspective or some bullshit like that. Third person, first pop limited perspective. It's like, I do have a few character references that I've been working on. So like some of the characters I have actually come up with designs for. Some aren't as locked in as others. Some are more like conceptual. Let's see, I know that I've actually posted a couple of just like doodles and stuff. So like, let me see if I can find pictures of like the characters who were in that first chapter. Creative works. I don't know why I keep storing it in comics. I need to move it. It's just, it lives there, I guess. Let's see, alright. Alright, so I'll open this one. Okay, yeah, so this is a... Alright, so, oh, that's a big one. Alright, I'll make it a bit smaller before I... Oh, artists are now huge files. Alright, I'm just like making it like visually comprehensible. Kinda. Alright, there we go. Okay. Alright, so this here is the character designs for the, I guess I say the main 7, but in complete honesty, it's the main 6 and Luke. Poor dude. It's not much of a spoiler, but Luke gets left behind with the bags. He committed the crime of being well-adjusted, and well-adjusted people are hard to write about. So yeah, so we've got Anna over here, this is Emily, then we've got Jenna, Alan, that's Jack, Luke, and Blake over here on the side. So out of the characters, it was kind of Alan, Jack, probably, and the girls, who were probably the more the focus. Yes, I have drawn Alan a few times before. Like, Alan's kind of the unofficial main protagonist, I guess, of the story. And I say the unofficial main protagonist because there are a lot of protagonists in this story. But Alan's story does kind of drive the main plot. So kind of I guess like he's kind of the protagonist who drives the main plot, which is getting everyone back together. He's the Ned, basically. His role in the story is to bring everyone back together. Whereas everyone else does other shit. But I'm really glad to hear you guys like it though. Alright. I mean, oh yes, absolutely. He got some trauma, but it's okay. I'm a writer. They've all got trauma. Alright, let's see. And where's the doodle I did of Guardian? Because it's like the one I use as like my profile picture of on my notebook dragon because I liked it. Alright, yeah. So this here, this is Guardian. So that's Guardian right there. He's a pretty boy. So basically, all of the people in Gehenna have horns, and it is a major part of the world building. So Trihorns are they've got 3 sets of horns. So Byhorn is 2 sets, like just normal is 1 set. Yeah, so so Trihorns are extremely rare. There's only really 1 per case, I guess. And they're kind of soft-core immortal. It gets explained better in the story, but but yeah, so so Guardian here, he's got 2 sets of horns, so he's Byhorn, I guess. But like apart from that, it's just kind of like a different world, I guess, fantasy world. But yeah, the horns are kind of a way to distinguish them clearly from the humans. Yep, it's spelled as Guardian. Yep, you're correct, Nova, 100%. Right on the money! And just so like, because there's, with these massive, because it's an epic fantasy basically. Like, it is an epic fantasy, so there's a whole lot of like world building. I think like at least 4 different nations get explored throughout the story. I can guarantee as well, because I'm the one writing it, there is definitely 100% at least 1 gay pairing happening. There are pairings all across the board. Like, it is absolutely like, it's like, I've got pretty much got characters in kind of all the cases at this point. It's like one of the main cast is confirmed Ace. Oh, don't worry, I'm not writing myself into a corner. I'm not sure if you were here for the pretext, Nanabi, but I'm 800 scenes in. I'm not talking about the future, I'm talking about shit I've already written in. I may have only written in proper prose the first chapter, but like, I am like getting close to the finish of this story in my scene drafts. So like, when I'm saying that these characters, I mean like these things have already happened in the first scene draft. So I have like a primary gay couple that's like a slow burn, because one character is a tsundere, and yep. No other words needed. Any story, any romance with a tsundere takes a long fucking time. I've got one of the main characters is Ace. It's not super important, but there is a small scene that I was quite happy to put in there. Let's see what else. Jack's never like clearly described, but like, dude will go for anyone. Dude's a thought. What else? And then I think like most characters aren't really distinguished in any way whatsoever. There are absolutely a few het ships going on as well. It's not like a ship story, but these are just kind of ships that are happening, you know, as things go. But it's more focused on the adventure and stuff. But there are definitely romance plot lines in it, because at the end of the day, I'm the one writing. And I'm not forcing storylines, just one of the main characters just happened to fit really well with the tsundere, and I was like, well, didn't see this coming, but you know what? We ballin'. It's going to be a novel, Nanabi. Might be a graphic novel, but at this stage it's only planned to be a light novel. Because this is very long, and I think I'd only turn this into a comic if it got really popular. Like the kind of popular where I could make a living off it, because I would be doing it until I died. I literally, like, when I say, like, when I first introduced the, I guess, like, the tsundere character, he was intended to be, like, a minor character. Like, I am, like, even though, like, I do outlines, I do pants my outlines. So I do just kind of go with the flow in the outline, and that's what the second outline draft is for, going in and kind of fixing my shit. Because I did kind of fuck up the luxurious storyline at one point, and I had to retcon it, so that needs to get fixed. But yeah, like, the tsundere character in what is probably one of the main romance pairings was only interested as introduced as a side character, but kind of just ended up being put, like, I think he ended up taking a center stage at one point, and it just ended up working well enough that it just made sense for his character to keep tagging along. And it turned out, just through the power of pantsing, he ended up to be really compatible with the main character of that storyline, because the main character has a bit of a habit of self-sacrifice. He's a bit of a martyr. So it kind of worked, because the tsundere character called his ass out whenever he tried to, do the self-sacrifice thing. So it was just like, it just kind of happened that way. It's like, oh shit, these guys are actually balanced really well. Didn't see that coming, but fuck it, we ballin'. I mean, hey, maybe in an RB, if I can ever clone myself, that would be amazing, but a bitch only got so much time. I mean, I'm about to turn 30, I'm already running low on it. But yeah, so that's my plans at the moment. Nothing's like locked in date-wise, because I'm still working on the first draft. But yeah. I know, right, Bjorn? Don't you love like writing, and you just... just like a random character just becomes important. The amount of like random characters in this story that have just eventually taken a stage just because, like, kind of taken a secondary character role just because they ended up meshing really well with the main character. There's too many of them. There's quite a few characters have just been, oh yeah, you're just there for this scene, and it turned out they actually were really useful and ended up being pivotal roles in A, B, and C. Yeah, so that's my chaotic writing process. General plan: finish the scene draft, then do a second scene draft so it all makes sense. Then I'll do a beta reader call, and I'll actually start. And by the time, like, basically what I plan to do is with the beta call, I'll probably am going to like write like a good chunk of chapters. Like, I'll probably like finish the whole of Act 1 or something like that. Like, I'll write a good chunk of chapters, and then I'll do a beta reading call and kind of release the chunk all at once, and then start regular updates from there. Because if I release this whole story at once, you wouldn't be seeing it for several years. Let's be realistic. So that's the plan. So it's kind of like I'm going to get and kind of just regular beta reading from there. And the plan is just kind of to treat it like a light novel after releasing an initial chunk. Kind of releasing enough to be like, okay, this story's alright, I might stick around. I'm like, sweet, now you have to, forever. Hi Katie, good morning, good morning. Oh yeah, like, traumatizing characters is fun. Like, I won't get into like spoiler territory because it's in like one of the main plots, but a couple of the main characters are on a corruption arc, which is a fancy way of saying I traumatize them so badly they low-key become kinda evil. And Peony hates the ones I chose to torment. And by that I mean Peony hates me for choosing those particular characters to torment. Look. Worth it. Oh shit. That sounds like a compelling drama. Hugs and kisses, pee-pee. It's okay. Be distracted by the the gay scenes and the funny scenes that happen all around the extremely traumatic scenes. What do people do when they can't find food and they get really hungry in the woods? Writing is fun. Rest well, eyes and sweet dreams. And thank you for coming in the happy birthdays. I appreciate it. I will next see you when I am old and mature and I'm full of wisdom. Perfect, Nix. Cut up them. Oh. The amount of this story that I have written, either in the shower or in bed half asleep. Trust me, Nanavi, it is nothing like Homestuck. The initial versions, yes. But it's not Homestuck flavored anymore. Part of what got me into this version is I completely redid the entirety of the Otherworld. It was never a Homestuck fanfic. It was a comic that was clearly inspired by Homestuck. So, like, it was never like a fanfic. It was always my OCs, but it was also clearly inspired by Homestuck in the first rendition I did when I was like 19. Like, you could tell I was a Homestuck fan. It was one of those stories. Yeah. It's like... And you know what, Peony? You live a greater life now for that. I mean, Nova. You can do both. I say do what you want to do. YOLO it. Who cares? Because you want to know something. You want to know something. This story I'm writing. This story here. This heavily demon-themed story. You want to know what this story really is? It's a fucking isekai. I know what it is. I know what I'm doing. It's a fucking isekai. It is an epic fantasy. It's an epic fantasy isekai. Use the tropes, it'll make you happy. And I like isekai stories. Yeah. The entire point of this is the main characters go to another world. That's an isekai. Homestuck is also an isekai. You're welcome. Exactly. Tropes are there to be utilized, not avoided. I was watching, I think his name's Brandon Sanders or something like that, like a prominent writer on YouTube. And one thing he said was like, I'm paraphrasing to all hell because I sure as fuck don't remember exactly what he said, but it basically summed up as, if you spend your entire time writing trying to avoid tropes, you know what you're gonna do? You are just gonna inadvertently write different tropes. But you're gonna hate the process the entire time along. Just give in, enjoy the tropes. If they make you happy, they make you happy. One of my plot lines is heavily inspired by the villainess isekai I really like. I know what I'm doing. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Isekai is quite literally go to another world. It's an isekai that mixes in with other isekais because the trolls got isekai too. So it's an isekai into it's isekaiception. Oh, I remember. I don't want to, but I remember. But yet you could argue it's a lit RPG. God, what other shows would count as an isekai actually? There's a lot. Just trying to think, like, what other things would you think would not be an isekai? It's shaky foundation. But you could argue, in a sense, Voltron's a little bit of an isekai. Because technically, they go to another world. No, that's what they call a stretch. God. Oh, what else? What else is like the isekai you don't think of? Same universe, yeah, same universe, but different world. Though there are a few episodes where they do go to a different reality. Those are fucking isekai episodes. The 8th shit season is basically Honerva tries to isekai and fails. And then she rage quits the universe because her isekai gacha is shit. You're welcome. Thank you for the headpats. Oh, what else? In Epic the Musical, at one point he goes, I think, to the underworld. You could probably argue that that portion of the story is an isekai. When he goes to what, Calypso's area, yeah, that's isekai. You like an isekai, Peony? Isekai scum. Yep. Get isekai. Yep. Go to another world. Technically, it's another phase of reality. There, yeah, it's even got fantasy elements. I'm sorry, Peony. Epic's an isekai. No refunds, you're welcome. I've done my duty. Let's just say the 8th season of Voltron was just shit. Like, it was just badly written. And Voltron is a typical, like, Voltron is almost the quintessential example of a show that did not stick the landing. Like, it fell on its face, and it fell on its face hard. It had a damn good start, shaky middle, and then it fell on its face. And, like, in season 8, it not only fell on its face, but it somehow managed to kick itself in the balls at the same time. Amazing start, shaky middle, really shit end. And the thing is, Voltron Season 8, objectively, is just mid. Like, if you take away everything that came before it, it's mid. But the reason people hated Season 8 so much was because it wasn't always mid. If Voltron was just a mid show from start to finish, people would have been like, yeah, okay. Yeah, shit end, shit start, whatever. But because Voltron started off so good, people's expectations were at like a 9 from the start. So when the show declined, you can tell. And like, people are willing to see a show go from like a 9 to a 5, and still willing to put up with it. Voltron went from a 9 to a 2. And like, the plot lines in season 8 were so fucking stupid. Like, yeah, I'll be honest, I was a Clancer, but like, I did rewatch Voltron a few years later because I wanted to see the whole series as a whole with the perspective in mind, knowing it was all going to go to shit. And if you watch it with the perspective that it's a tragedy, it is not as bad. However, season 8's just badly written. Like, it's just not good. Like, it's badly written. The representation's garbage. But like, outside of that area, just writing alone, it's just shit. Like, it's very clear that they ran out of ideas, And instead of actually stopping and thinking and going, maybe we should just end it here, or, you know, maybe we should, you know, do something smart, they decided, you know what, we're gonna... Let's destroy all realities, and there is such thing as a point where people stop caring anymore. You can have the stakes be so high, people do not give a shit anymore, because it is so outside of the realm of understanding. The end of Earth is a huge stake, and even though they, you know, season 7, it was a bit shaky, they didn't really do it the best, they missed a lot of darts, and they really needed a lot more time to flesh out what they were doing. Still good stakes, you could still feel the stakes are pretty high, but when the end of reality itself and all of the different realities ever comes directly after that, you check out. You're like, okay. You just stop giving a shit. Because it's so big, you're just like, I don't get that. Like, you get it, but it just doesn't click. Because, like, it's so unrealistic. And yeah, like, you know what I mean. But, like, it was too much of a jump. And just, even though they had been trying to lead up to 𝐿𝐿 being the main bad guy for a while, they just didn't stick the landing on it. It's just, they fumbled the bag a bit too much. They kind of didn't foreshadow in the right places. And they kind of rushed different areas. And they clearly at some point just decided out of nowhere, oh shit, the Clancers were getting too hard. Because, like, Lance and Keith went from, like, your typical rivals to friends to random strangers just out of nowhere. Just out of nowhere. It's like, okay, that plot line's to dust. I mean, I'm here for the ship, absolutely, but, like, that whole plot line is just the trope that works. Is, you know, rivals, character A and B hate each other, then they get close, they become friends, and then they become best friends, and that's usually how the show ends. Because the whole point is you get over your differences, and once you get over your own bullshit, you realize that other people actually aren't that bad, and then you realize how compatible you are as besties. That's usually the point of that trope. And they kind of stuck the trope out to like the 75% point, and then they just backpedaled so hard. Like, they clearly... And it's like, I've watched a few video essays on it as well, and I'll admit, I do agree as well. Now, let me preface, I love Shiro. He is a lovely character. He's a really lovable dude. You know, he's the typical action hero. He's like, you know, dad boy, he's lovely. Shiro is a really good dude. But I do think they fucked up in not killing him. Shiro's amazing. It would have broken my heart to bits should they have killed him for real at the end of season 2. But they should have. That was clearly their intention. And you can tell, just with how the decline of the show and how just it seemed to get at some point, he should have stayed dead. Like, unironically, hot take of the year, well, it's not really a hot take, but like, Shiro should have stayed dead. He was an amazing character. I loved him a bit. It would have broken my heart into a million fucking pieces if he died, but he still should have stayed dead because they kept bringing him back, and they brought him back way too soon in the dumbest way possible. Like, it was the most deus ex machina bullshit of like, oh, what a coincidence, he's floating in a ship in space right next to us. Oh, gee, Shiro's back, except he's a dickhead now. But, like, it's a common fan theory, and you can kind of see it a bit in the writing. But, like, I don't know if either A, the writers just didn't want to pivot at what they had, B, there actually was a case where it was a last-minute decision, or just C, they just stopped giving a shit how the characters acted anymore. But Clone Shiro just acts like Keith would have acted if he stayed as the leader. And the problem with Shiro coming back, when he did, was like suddenly Shiro just became Temu Keith, and Keith was just there, even though he was basically the main character, kind of like, I don't know what to do. And then they basically shipped the main character out of the show for like half a season plus, off to do other shit. And it really looked like the writers team just got a huge spanner in the works and they had no idea what the fuck they were doing. And you could tell. And it's like, oh god, like there are some shows that when you watch them, you can tell exactly when the execs decided to meddle, where they shouldn't have. And Voltron is one of those shows. And the second Shiro came back in season 3, is the second you know damn well that was the executives meddling, and the show unfortunately suffered like hell for it. Nanabe's right, Shiro could have been like Himmel. Like, Shiro was built up in a way, and I know in the original Voltrons and stuff like that, Shiro actually was killed off quite early on. Bye bye, Fidel. Enjoy your chores as much as you can. Thank you for the happy birthday, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's like, I know, like, even in the original source material that they were basing it on, Shiro did die early on. Because the whole point is that was what causes the lion swap, which causes Keith to become the leader, and then he has to have character development and stop being such a piss baby. Da-di-da-di-da, which causes Keith and Lance to get over their shit and become a proper right-hand man and a leader, and all the character development, da-da-da. You know, that was where it was clearly supposed to go. And instead they were like, no, everybody likes this character, we're going to shove him back in here, but there's no room for him anymore. Fuck, I don't know, Keith, you can go fuck off elsewhere, and suddenly the team treats each other like colleagues instead of found family, which is literally the point, and it's just, by the time you get to, you just don't care anymore. Like, it's really awkward watching a show that is about found family. Like, the whole point is it, like, they, early on, they make it really, really, really specific that the closer these people are as, like, friends and family, the better their lion shit works. And then they just forget about that, and by the end of the story, they are, like, god-tier lion shit, but they treat each other like you treat your colleagues. And, like, I can't even say you treat each other like you treat the people in finance, because I get along really well with the people in finance in my workplace. They're really funny people. So I wouldn't even treat the people in finance like the fucking Voltron people treat each other. They treat each other like co-workers and can't stand to be around each other. It's awkward as fuck. It's absolutely got, like, water cooler vibes of, like, oh, hey, you have your coffee yet? No? Oh. I hope you like your coffee when you have it. Yeah, enjoy your water. Yep. For like 3 seasons. I will never not be tilted about that show. Ghosty had the audacity to suggest to me in DMs that we should do a watch through of Voltron on Discord, and I'm just like, no, you don't understand. You're gonna hear me rant and rave like a psycho. It's just gonna be like, fuck you do that for? Just old man yells and screams. Like, that is definitely on the things I get tilted list. Oh my god, just bad writing that doesn't need to be bad. That's just, oh, it just drives me nuts. It's like, I suddenly understand how my teachers felt in high school when they looked at me and went, you have so much potential. Why are you sitting there just doodling in your notebook all day? I feel that feeling when I look at Voltron. You had so much potential. Exactly, Nanabe. Yep. Yeah, literally, that is what we could have gotten, and it would have been amazing. And Freerun, even though I haven't seen the entirety of Freerun, I've seen a little bit, and I've definitely seen the praise for Freerun, and it's very clear just from what I've seen, the fact that they committed to killing off Himmel was one of the best choices they could have made. Because the role he played was not as a character, but as a heroic figure for others to aspire to. And Shiro could have been that too, but they just couldn't keep him dead. Pussies. That's a lie. Pussies are useful. I'm sorry. Fucking broken thumbtacks. Hi, Alec, how are you? Welcome. Welcome to the land of the living. I stand by it. Voltron gets me molded.
𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓 seems to have gone silent too. Maybe they're just in awe of my majestic presence.
Thank you so much for the 100 biddies, Emery. I appreciate it. Thank you. And I stand by it. Because fuck, at least a douche cleans itself. But Voltron is dirty and full of trash. Honestly, the amount of fanfic out there, which literally is just them at one, like the writers at just their least favorite part of Voltron, just going, fuck it, we're writing it for ourselves from here. Fuck that shit, we're out. One of my like favorite stories ever, which is I think called One Wheel Short, is Voltron fanfic, and it's literally at like the lowest point in Lance's character arc, and I think it's like season 5, season 6, like, you know, for those who watch Voltron around season 5, season 6, probably on the season 5 arc, Lance's like depression is deep. Like at his lowest point, that's where One Wheel Short starts, and the premise of One Wheel Short is very simple. They come across a planet where they meet wish-making aliens. If they make a wish, the alien can kind of grant it for them by essentially throwing them into another reality that matches the wish. It's not intentional, like Lance isn't intending for the wish to come true, it just happens, but because he's depressed, he helps the kid out, and he's just talking as he does. And he says, the universe would be better off without Lance McClane. And it's an entire 400,000 odd word fic dedicated to proving the hard way that that is not true in the slightest. It is one of the most fascinating explorations of the butterfly effect I've read, and to be completely honest, if that was how Voltron tackled the reality bullshit instead of Minerva's isekai gacha nonsense, I would be shouting praises for that show until I became a corpse, instead of shouting for the show to go fuck itself and die every time I think about it. And the worst, yes, there is a fine line between love and hate. I loved it once, now I'm full of hate. But Clance is still my OTP, and I'll never stop being mad about that. Like, fuck. I need to find a better OTP than Clance, but god damn it, they just hit the mark too damn well. Shit. Angry clueless boy had noodle twink in space. Fuck. It is such a peak ship. It's even in space. God damn it! Why did it have to be Voltron? Oh. I will be honest, I did save a PDF of One Wheel Short on my computer. I'm like currently like, I kind of wanna, like, I'm like half between like, I kind of wanna print it all out and turn a couple of my shiny notebooks into like a physical copy of One Wheel Short, because I really love that fanfic. But also, that is like 700 pages. Can I be fucked? But I kind of wanna. Can I be fucked? That's the real question. Oh, Lancelot! Oh, yeah, I mean, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. I mean, Nozomi. Lancelot. That is not the best ship name in Voltron, I'm sorry. It's a good one. It's a good one. It's a good one. But the best ship name in Voltron is between the characters of Matt and Shiro. And I'm sorry, no other ship name has ever topped it. Because these motherfuckers had to look you in the eye and say, my favorite, I ship shat. It was called Shat. The ship was Shat. Shat. Shiro and Matt. You could say whenever it showed up on your timeline, they shat on your timeline, eh? Hands down, Shat is the funniest ship name I've heard in my life. And it was a classic case of the meme that just everyone adopted and suddenly was shit. Oh god. The Shat fandom. Could you imagine? I'm part of the Shat fandom very much. I can't. It's just, it's such a Shat ship name. Oh god, okay, I'm dying. I'm dying. I can't. Charlie! How you doing? Mm-hmm. How you doing? Ship names are amazing. Yeah, just whoever came up with Shat, I love you. You suck, but I love you. But you really suck. Oh, thank you, Charlie. I'm becoming old and dignified and wisdomified. How you doing? I still got an hour and a half before I become a crunklet. Oh yeah, sheath. It's like a sword sheath. The shit name would be. Oh my god. My response to that, Nova, is... Sounds like you shut yourself. I'm sorry. Yeah, who am I being shipped with? That's the question. Exactly, I am the wisdomized one. Thank you very much. Fiction is beautiful. I love the wondrous realm of fiction. Astrid, you're not quite sure. You're melting too, aren't you? Ah, I love stories. I'll have you know, Nova. Tiali said wisdomized, and it sounds like words like. Croissant cat notebook. Oh my god, like. If in the Discord you go into stationery apping, they've got like Notebook Therapy has a new notebook launch, and one is it's a traveler's notebook, and I kind of really want it because it's a cat on a croissant. Like, I'll just like share a link in chat, so like you guys can have a look yourself. But like, look at it. The first one. It's a picture. It's a cat on a croissant. It's a cat on a croissant. That's so cute. It's a kitty on the croissant. It's got a new fatness. It's a kitty on the croissant, man. And there's also a cute cat bread one, which is the neck one. It's called Necklefun. That's so cute. And there's also cat bread stickers, and they're fat. Arigato. Oh my god. Oh my god. I look at the fat little kitties. I want them. Oh wow, they. Yeah, Just like watch me like impulse buy that shit as soon as I've got money. It's a kitty in the window. It's so cute. Oh my god. Oh, oh, my brain is melting. How is it still 21 degrees? It's like 10:30. Oh, Australia, please. No. I did get the Meow's new collars and tags finally because they have ratty little collars. I have to take pictures and send them to you guys at some point. But like they've got little, I've got like the cutest little tags for them, and they've got little bows on their collars now to be like extra handsome. Watch them like rip the bowl for a week, but it'll be cute while it lasts. Yeah, right. Oh, where is even Comet? Oh yeah, Comet's curled up near my feet, and Asta's curled up by the side. He's just plugged out. Cute little boo-boos. Cute little boo-boos. I'm drawing blank. Where's the boo-boos? What do I even have in my library? Because I never bothered to check. Oh yeah, totally smooth brain as well. Oh god, this heat is destroying me. Why is Australia Australian? Rude. Of course, have fun doing what you're doing. Thank you for popping in and hanging out, Nova, and thank you for the happy birthday. I appreciate it. Mwah. Oh my god. It's like, oh yeah, as well. I only ordered it today because I got some birthday muns for my fams. Thank you, fams. But I have finally ordered one of those document camera things, and to give some like reference, they're basically like what's replaced the projectors of old. So like all of us boomers are aware of the projectors where like you know those old things they'd wheel in on the carts and you'd stick the plastic sheet down and it would project it up onto the wall but it'd be upside down. These days they have like this thing called document cameras, and it's just a camera that like faces directly down on your desk. And the important part is they're really good for streaming. Yeah, for recording video, but great for streaming. So, I've ordered one of them, and the reason why I've ordered them is because I'm doing a lot of like traditional stuff these days. What I'm going to do is, once I figure out how to get it work, because that's like 50% of the process, let's be honest. I'm going to start doing more hand cam streams. I've got to get everything and actually like set it up all properly. But once I can actually get like the setup done and get everything that I need, I'll be able to do more hand cam streams, because then I'll be able to stream more often. Because right now my brain's like, nope, I want to do physical stuff now. I want to do. I'm old. I want to return to reality. And also, I will admit, I'm just something about like all of this AI art bullshit just kind of makes me want to return to doing traditional art. It's like, you know what? Fuck it. Traditional art say fuck you. But it's not even that. It's just like something about it just makes me want to go back to traditional art, because I haven't done it in a long time. And I've also been enjoying it with like all the Buju nonsense and stuff. And I've been finding like as I've been doing it, it's like, oh man, like I'd really love to like stream this stuff, but like I don't have the kit. And so I'm slowly getting together everything I need to be able to do actually reliable traditional art streams. Because like when I say my last hand cam stream was a duct tape solution, I am not fucking kidding. It is like that thing even suffered once or twice, but it is a damn miracle it didn't implode. Good God. Oh my God, that was a mess. So like I need to actually properly set up my art desk to be able to handle proper streaming and not just bullshit duct tape solutions that you sneeze on and they're gone for good. But with the document camera, that'll cover the majority of it. And I think I just need to either move my mic over there or get some kind of setup in place so that I can easily transfer the mic back and forth. And get a thingy so the camera can face down. Like, face down. No, that's the document camera, that's fine. Yeah, just kind of get the general setups, and once I get everything put together, I will be able to start doing more hand cam streams. Because once I've got like the proper setup, it'll be easy. And then that way I'll just flick it on whenever I'm working on Bujo shit, and you know, whenever I'm like doing Japanese studies and all that kind of stuff. Like, because the amount of times in like the past month or so where I've been like, man, I really want to stream, and then it's like, oh no, but I want to do traditional art too. Balls. Balls. Guess I'm doing traditional art and sucking. Hi Space, how you doing? Alright, what are the things? I mean, I can put some of the things I need on Twitter because I'm mostly just keeping on like Amazon at the moment. Oh god, I've got like 4 copies of my card. Alright, Alright, so there is one thing that like I haven't ordered yet. It's on my to order list. I'll put it on my thread anyway, just so you guys can like see it. And like you'll see why it's on my to order list. Okay, yeah. Boom, boom. Yeah. There's a shit autofill. Fill it in right, goddammit. Yeah. There we go. Gotta love it when Throne's like, give me details. No, you're supposed to figure it out yourself. Okay, alright, so I've put the, I guess like the framework thingy I need, so I put it on there now. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to actually make that community, maybe? Alright, edit. Where's the button for it? I keep forgetting how to use this. Alright, I'm smooth braid. I've forgotten how to make a community. Oh well. I know, right? That Glenn's keychain is so cute. Can I make it multi-country? How do I do that? I know how to do that. Why am I forgetting? Oh, there it is. Haha. Whoops. It was right there. Haha. I remembered. I fixed it. Yeah, that Clance keychain. I really want it. It's like the goblin in my side. It's like, God, Voltron makes me so mad, but also Clance makes me so happy. Reluctantly puts Clance keychain on there. But yeah, it's like the overhead camera mount rig thingy is what I really want, because then that way it'll kind of be able to station the camera directly above it, and I could even like take my webcam at that point and have that in like directly above it, so that I could have like one camera recording and one camera you know, doing VTuber stuff. But like the reason I want that frame is because like you can ping a lot of stuff to it, so you can thank you for voting $10 to the big shiny the big shiny tripod stand thing that looks like legs. But it's really useful legs. Danke. Oh no. And yeah, it's like the good thing about that, which is why I want it, is you can clamp stuff to it. So I could get clamps and put lights to it. And like eventually I want to look into like just a dedicated camera for it. And just I could also like clamp like say, you know, the phone for, you know, my face tracking and stuff like that. So it's like the main base that I need basically. because the plan is I want to get a... this would just be something I'd get myself, because I wouldn't ask you guys to get a proper camera, but I do eventually want to get a proper camera that I can use to record it, and then that way I can use my phone to do, you know, VTuber stuff. But like that's future plans. But like in the short run, just having that frame will let me be able to like clamp, you know, the camera to the top, so then that way I can free my phone and actually have it tracking my face properly. Because like what I did last time, I kid you not, was like I have this like really shit Temu ring light. It is trash, and I kind of taped my webcam on top of it, so I could pick up the footage, and I like used some bullshit program to be able to get like scuff audio through my phone into my computer. And oh, it was just a shit show. Oh, it was duct tape solution 100%, and it's like, oh my god, and it was like the audio kept clipping out, and I couldn't take my microphone over because it was too far away, and it's just, oh my god, it was like every single thing that could have gone wrong. So like that's why I want to like get like a proper setup, even just like a bare bone setup, just something to start with. But like the main thing is having like a dedicated thing so the camera stays like I can have like a webcam or something up there just locked up top, because then that frees up like other stuff. Because like I've got like a, you know, like I've got kind of like a shit phone arm that I can use to like keep the phone up, to track my face and stuff like that, because I use 𝐕𝐓𝐮𝐞𝐫. So basically my tracking is done through my mobile phone. When you film with your phone, you can't track with your phone. And my model does not like it when I don't use the phone. I've tried, and my model's like, fuck you. I clearly built this thing with 𝐕𝐓𝐿𝐴 in mind, and it tells me to die in a fire if I dare not use 𝐕𝐓𝐿𝐴. And it's like, okay, go on it. Oh my god. But that's the plan, because like really, because like, I mean, for anyone who like sees my fleshy nonsense, yeah, because like I've been, I record all my videos just on my phone at the moment, and obviously I can't track anything, and I can't stream from the iPhone either, so yeah. Welcome back, Sana. I know, right? Yeah, it just goes absolutely nuts, doesn't it? Like the amount of times that like my track will get lost, and I'll be like, it's like, are you okay? It's like, ask no questions, get no weird answers. Just the amount of times like, and it's like, for some reason my mouth is always like wide open too. But it's like not even flattering wide open. It's not like, it's always like something like that. Like, it's like, ah yes, sexiness. Oh my god. Yeah, so them's the plans, and even with like the document camera I'm getting, like I'll be able to like bare bones it. It'll still be a little bit duct tape, but it won't be like as painfully duct tape. So it's like, I think the I was like, what else would I need actually? Like mic, boom, thing. So yeah, it's like, I think the other thing I need would probably be like a heavyweight boom arm, because my mic is a fat bitch. My mic is fat because it's one of those SMB. What was it? SM7 something It's a fat one. It's a fat dangler. It needs a sturdy arm. Oh god. Like let's see. What's a good arm that's like not stupid expensive, but like will actually hold it. Okay. So I'll put this on my throne just so you guys can see it, because then that way, like if you guys ever want to set up this kind of kit yourself, like you'd have a reference. Why does it always make me go over here? Right. Let me put the boom on. Hit. Oh. Like. Alright, and okay. And it's like that went over. Alright, that went on as well. Alright, so probably should actually pin that on. Cool. But yeah, so the boom arm, the reason I want the boom arm, no, it's like, it's bedtime and you're just like, no. Thank you for the love, Diga. Like, the reason I plan to get a second boom arm is so I can easily just transfer my mic back and forth. Because, anyone who's ever transferred like a fat boom arm back and forth knows how much of a pain in the arse it is. And like, if I'm say digital streaming one night and traditional streaming the other night, I'd rather just buy the other boom arm. So that's probably just something I'm gonna get myself. But like, yeah, I think that's probably the other main thing I get. Because then, yeah, I can just swap my mic back and forth at that point. And then I'd be ready to rumble to an extent.
I'd probably say, Happy, you're 1 year closer to looking as old as me, Day, Aether.
Bitch. Thank you, Tika, for the merry birthday. And Snoodle's an asshole, but we all know that. Alright. Yeah, so Dem's my future plans. Like, I'm still gonna be pretty slow on streaming for the next probably month, to be fair. I'll probably get one or two streams in next week, depending on, definitely one, at the very least I'm getting one. And it's mostly just because, for those who weren't here in the beginning, I will be going under the knife. I've got to get a surgery on the 19th of Feb, so I'm going to be pretty useless for a couple of weeks. I will enter my corpsicle status. Probably like do some community nights and stuff like that in the Discord, otherwise I'll go mental, but like definitely I'm gonna be a bit crunchy for a bit. But like once I heal from that, and it won't take too long to heal, like a couple it'd take a couple of weeks tops. Then I'll be able to actually pick up streaming again properly. Because it's like, I don't know if it's just like a me thing, but like, it's like the equivalent of like, when you have, and say like you've got an appointment at the end of the day, and you know that you could do all of these things before that point in the day. However, your brain just turns around and go, we've got an appointment at the end of the day. You waiting today. But I want to take out the trash and do the laundry and draw this picture. You have an appointment lating today. You're waiting today. That's basically been me for the past couple of months. And it's like, no, I want to stream and I want to do all these things. You've got a surgery in February. You can't ramp up your streams yet. You gotta wait till after your snip. But there's no reason. You're waiting today. It's been me the past couple of months. It's like, fine, I'll make videos. Fuck you, brain. Eat dirt. I'm in brain jail. Fuck all y'all in the VC calling me old. I'm still a pretty chicken for at least an hour. It's like, oh my god. So yeah, like, so after me surgery on the 19th, and I was basically like butt crack o'clock in the morning, go on the surgery table, and then be high on the anesthetics for a day, and then go home and be a crunch muffin for a couple of weeks, and then have to go back to work and earning money, paying bills. Excuse you, 𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓𝐮𝐞𝐫. It is 10:46 p.m. in Australia. Get your time zones right, bitch. It's ADT. I know, right, Peony? You're paying bills. Exactly, Emery. Hi, Lolly. Oh, thank you for the happy birthday. I appreciate it. Thank you. Nuh-uh. It ain't my birthday yet. It's Australia. ADD. Spring forward, motherfucker. Oh. Yay, I got an email from Amazon. The document camera thingamajig is coming soon. Yay. Bare bone solution. Bare bone solution. Yeet. I know, right, Peony? I wanna be where the sugar is. Somebody please, I will call you daddy or mommy, I don't give a shit if you pay for my bills. 'Cause bitch, I am poor, the economy sucks, and I don't want to pay for it no more. Somebody please, pay this for me. I'll be your baby girl. Just pop covers. It's like, hi, my name is Arthur and I make POV parodies. What's a POV parody? Pick any song and I'll make it about being POV. And I believe in relatable content, and in this day and age, who can afford milk? Oh god, no, Pierre. Don't subject me to my own voice. Nom 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 nom. How many are you in that VC? Ah, it's 𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓𝐮𝐞𝐫 higher. Shara and Sketch committing crimes, eh? I see you, motherfuckers. Oh, thank you, Space. I appreciate you. I will be, bitch. Hold your horses. We aren't committing crimes. Yes, you are. Because 𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓𝐮𝐞𝐫's in there. He's always committed crimes. To say thou art committing crimes is to tell me that 𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓𝐮𝐞𝐫 was innocent. Just trying to think. Do you guys want to pop into the Discord, VC? Or shall I do thinking and try and come up with something? bunch of coconuts, fiddle-dee-dee. I mean, the plan was absolutely always to pop into the Discord after anyway, because it's Friday, motherfucker! Which means I don't have to go to bed until slightly after my birthday. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Let's go pop into the Discord. Why not? Why not? It'd be fun. It'd be fun.
A subscription to How to Cook Without Burning Down the Kitchen magazine. Someone's gotta help Aether out.
Motherfucker, don't lie. Fuck you. Eat that. You're only getting cracked eggs and sadness for Christmas. Oh my god. Space. With this document camera I'm getting. Oh, if I figure out this jerry rig, you know what that means? You know what that means? I can try and bake bread for you guys again. Who wants soggy nom noms? Hmm? There are so many things I can do with a hand cam. Crafts, arts, attempts to cook. Attempts. Sorry, Nom Nom's my beloved. Don't you want that sugar num 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 sugar num num? Oh, that would be fun. There's so much chaos we could do once the hand cam gets completely locked in.
Here comes 𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓𝐮𝐞𝐫 with the morning greetings. Aether must be feeling special today.
Ah. Hi 𝐄𝐍𝐕, how are you? Thank you for the 100 biddies, I appreciate it, thank you. And I'm doing very good. It is day before my birthday. I am aging in about an hour. Ooh. God damn, my YouTube feed is like entirely full of like boomer shit. And video essays. Oh, and Bujo shit. And RuneScape for some reason. Why am I on the internet? Hell yeah, Chaos, let's go. Water-dipped soggy Oreo cookie. That is an interesting choice, Rose. Why water? I mean, milk I'd understand, but water? That's a bit depressing. Thank you for the lovely video, and thank you for the head pats, 𝐄𝐍𝐕. Yeah, but with Oreo? I mean, you know I would never judge you, darling. Never. But really? With Oreo? That definitely sounds like the food of all time. An experience at the breakfast table. Hi, Isabella. Thank you for the happy birthday. I appreciate it. Yeah, but like, what makes everything bleh? It's like, there's nice food, and then there's like food that would have been nice if you didn't dunk it in a cup of water. I mean, yeah, like when you dip it in milk, that makes sense. Like, I don't know, just milk kind of works with like sweets and stuff like that. But water? At that point, just lick a battery. Don't lick batteries, but like, Similar taste. Depends on the water though. Different taps have different waters. Yeah, not every water is the same. Just like not every turd is the same. All shit may be different colors, but shit's still shit at the end of the day. You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, sorry, Google. Oh, she's conked out. She's conked out. Just pop one of those lactose pills that are supposed to make everything okay. I bet they solve all of the things when you pop a lactose thingy-majiggy. That's what the Google says. I can't verify, but... Like, Oreo and milk I can get behind. Like, I don't even like milk, but like, when milk and Oreo come together, yeah. Like, yeah, right. Yeah, I can see. I can see. I can see. It works. It works. But like, water? Whatever helps you sleep at night, dearest Rose. I hope you have the most wonderful dreams. Because copium tastes different to all of us. Hugs and kisses, hugs and kisses. Alrighty. Because I'm getting old and crunchy. You know, as it is. As I'm about to become an extremely mature and wise and well-groomed adult man of adultiness. Yes. Let us pop over into the Discord. So what we'll be doing now is kind of just jumping over into the Discord chat and tormenting the motherfuckers who are in there. I see you, bitch. And holding out to ring in the new decade for me, specifically. And then when the midnight finally passes, I can finally open my fucking presents. Because Ghosty got me prezzies, and I'm not allowed to open them until my birthday, and I am extremely tilted. Not fair. The audacity. Even Asta was sad. There's a box, and he's not allowed in it. That's cruelty. Oh god, Tika, I'm too close to 33 for my own comfort. Hi Susan, thank you for the happy birthday, I appreciate it. Yes, so, for those who aren't already a part of the Discord and would like to join us, here is a link to the Discord here. So we'll be out jumping into general voice. There's already a few folks in there having a jibber jabber. And if any of you motherfuckers dare insult me, I hope that you... I don't know, get an eyelash stuck in your eye or something. I can't think of a good insult. It's 11 PM at night. But yes, so, with that being said, so what I will do is... Well, as is true Twitch etiquette, we will raid into some poor fucker. We will say hello. I hope they have an amazing time. And then I'll jump over into the Discord and commit no crimes at all. I never commit any crimes in the Discord. Never. The only one who commits crimes is Kaneko. Alright, I'll see you guys in there. Alright, let me just, boop. Exactly, several unforgivable crimes is the absolute worst. Say with love and affection, of course, of course, of course. Welcome back, Peter. We're going to be jumping into the Discord, so don't worry, not going far, just jumping over. Basically, so we can go and commit crimes. I mean, what? No crimes here. Right, let's see, let us see. Go away, ads. Nobody likes you. I don't want no shit Harry Potter disc bullshit. Fuck off. Oh, right, let's raid into this artist. She looks like she's doing some lovely stuff. Okay. There we go. And alright. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's... Sweet! Alright, the raid is set up. Alright, so we're going to raid into Biddy, who is currently doing an art stream. Well, it seems like they're BRB at the moment, so it would be like, oh, hello, goodbye. But they've got some lovely art going on, so it'd be worth popping in and having a glance. But yes, so, for those who won't be following us into the Discord, thank you so much for joining me for my little birthday stream tonight. I truly appreciate it, thank you. The next time I see you, I will be much cooler and wiser. Yeah, so things will still be a bit slow for the next month or so because I've got that surgery recovery coming up. But once that passes and I heal up, then we're actually going to start picking up properly and getting back into some degree of a pace. So, I will see you guys here next week, probably around Wednesday, Thursday, around that point, but I will announce it sometime next week when I figure out which day would be the best. And yes, have an amazing evening, morning, night, everyone. That you're and blah, 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 blah. Words are hard. Oh, my brain just went blank. But yeah, so I'll see you guys in the Discord. Ciao, ciao for now, and I will see you next week, darling. Mwah. Flesh away.